County Assembly. Karibu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. God is good and all the time. The Honorable Speaker, Arab Khatri, Honorable Leadership of the County Assembly, Honorable Members of the County Assembly, my brothers, Honorable Members of Parliament, our elder, His Worship Mayor Muhdar, the Senator of Mombasa, our brother Wakili Faki, to the viewers who are watching us from the county of Mombasa and all over Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, hamjambo tena. Mr. Speaker, I would like to begin my address first and foremost by congratulating the people of Mombasa for electing the leaders of their choice in the just concluded general elections, and doing so in a peaceful manner. In the last few weeks since the elections, I have engaged closely with both the leadership of this assembly and the members of this assembly. And I can confidently state here today, without any fear of contradiction, that these leaders are ready to serve the people of Mombasa with commitment and dedication. The opening of the County Assembly is truly an auspicious occasion with deep meaning for our democracy. And I am delighted to be here today in the company of the front line of devolution in Kenya, our honorable members of the County Assembly. Mr. Speaker, sir, Article 176 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 establishes the County Assembly as the legislative arm of the county government. Therefore, you, our honorable members of the County Assembly, play a critical role in the success of our county through the formulation of county bylaws that govern the manner in which devolved functions are offered at the local level. Furthermore, our honorable members of the county assemblies are the first line of oversight on the executive arm of the county government. It can therefore not be emphasized enough how fundamental your role is in the success of devolution here in our great county of Mombasa. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a county, we have completed 2 cycles of devolved government. Pioneer governors have since retired, and their new entrants across various counties in the nation, including here in Mombasa, where I succeeded my friend and brother, the first governor of Mombasa, Hassan Ali Joho. Public expectation is higher than ever before. The narrative of teething problems as an excuse for below par performance will not be tolerated by the voter. We must get it right. This third circle must be the cycle that validates our faith that the people have in devolved government. This is why gatherings such as this are so important. Just as iron sharpens iron, the opening of the County Assembly gives us the unique opportunity to come together and share ideas on how to advance the spirit of devolution and preserve the promise of maendeleo mashinani for our people. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the campaign period, I laid out my vision for Mombasa in the form of the Mwanzo Mpya Manifesto. In this 5-year plan, one of the key pillars in my intention to entrench good governance in the county government of Mombasa. In line with this, everything that we do shall be and shall have proper foundation in the law and the Constitution prioritizes outlined in my manifesto. I shall be presenting to this Honorable Assembly a series of bills for your kind consideration. Mr. Speaker, sir, this Honorable House is aware that I put in place a rapid results initiative as soon as I took office, with the intention of delivering some quick wins for the general public, even as we work on our medium-term and long-term plans. I'm pleased to report to this Honorable House that since taking office just over a month ago, we have taken critical steps to jumpstart our county finances. I began by reorganizing and revitalizing revenue collection in the county of Mombasa. This process has led to the improvement in the collection of our own source revenue by up to 70%. If we continue with this trend, with the support of the residents of Mombasa, we will be able to deliver services more efficiently and effectively. Towards entrenching good governance and the sustainable improvement of the financial performance of the Mombasa County Government, I shall be presenting to this House with the Mombasa County Revenue Services Bill. The purpose of this act, once passed, shall be to establish a framework for revenue mobilization, collection, and receipt in order to ensure effectiveness and efficiency in revenue mobilization, collection, and receipt, facilitate transparency in revenue mobilization, collection, and receipt, enhance county revenue, optimizing existing revenue streams, and identifying new revenue streams. Kenyans are already struggling under the burden of heavy taxation. Our intention is to widen the tax base by making it easier and more affordable for more residents to comply than by adding heavier burdens to those already complying. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mombasa County is choking under the burden of a bloated wage bill that has made it near impossible to facilitate development. We have close to no fiscal space to implement the promises we made to the people. As a county government, we have to find innovative ways out of this quagmire we find ourselves in. The only way out is through improved on-source revenue, and to achieve this, we must have the Mombasa Revenue Services as a county institution in place. Mr. Speaker, sir, poverty is our common enemy. We want Mombasa to become a thriving hub for businesses and innovation. We want to see our young men and women employed and meaningfully engaged. The role of government is not to provide all answers, but we are here to facilitate the private sector to grow, and as a result, we shall together develop Mombasa. In pursuit of this goal, I have been working night and day over the past month to sharpen our Finance Bill 2022-2023, which we shall shortly be presenting to this Honorable House for approval. This bill will completely revolutionize the business environment and tax regime in Mombasa. We will become the most business-friendly county, and startups will flock to us because of our new proposed policies to zone levies in Mombasa. We will bring down the cost of licensing for tuk-tuks, public service vehicles, and startup businesses, while making the process digital, transparent, and devoid of human interaction that may occasion corrupt practices. Mr. Speaker, sir, this Honorable House has seen the effort that have gone into cleaning up our environment. We have successfully cleaned and closed illegal dam sites in Manyimbo, VOK, and Kadongo. And we will not stop there. This work, led by my able deputy, Francis Thoya shall continue until every illegal dump site in Mombasa is gone. And the way they say it, Magufuli is back. And he has my full support to ensure that Mombasa is kept clean. Illegal dumping and littering will be dealt with harshly. It will not matter who you are, who you know, or how many phone calls you will make. We catch you, you will wear a yellow overall and go and clean the city of Mombasa. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is now common knowledge that property developers in Mombasa shall be able to have their approvals done in least human interaction as possible. All the applications have been instructed to be expedited, and we expect a boom as the construction industry resumes operation. Mr. Speaker, sir, our plea and request to these developers is that they employ our local youth in their projects to create employment and spur the growth of Mombasa. Mr. Speaker, even as we take these initiatives to create a conducive and welcoming environment for property developers, I shall be moving the Mombasa County Sectional Properties Bill to this Honorable House for approval. The purpose of this act, once passed, shall be one, to control, manage and administer common property and do all things reasonably necessary for the enforcement of the county laws. And two, do all things reasonably necessary for the enforcement of any lease or license under which the land is held. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a county government, we're not in the business of making money, but we must be able to deliver services to the general public. Our people expect good roads. Our people expect water. And our people expect a functioning water system, a functioning sewer system, street lighting and other services. In order to meet this expectation, we need everybody to pay their fair share. It is not proper that the obligations of a single dwelling household are the same as those of a skyscraper. This Act 1 passed is not meant to be oppressive, but rather is designed to level the playing field. Mr. Speaker, sir, in addition to this, last week my government kicked off the process of waiving accrued clamping fees, market license penalties that have prevented our people from engaging in productive economic activities. It is our hope that these measures will work towards encouraging trade and investment in Mombasa. I wish to declare today to the big manufacturer as well as the small mama mboga, Mombasa is open for business. Mr. Speaker, sir, in addition to the above, each and every city county is thinking long and hard of additional initiatives that can help give a competitive edge and open up a local microeconomy. For us here in Mombasa, my government shall be presenting to this Honorable House the Mombasa County Transport Bill for your wise consideration. The purpose of this bill is to, one, promote more usage of non-motorized transport within Mombasa County, two, reduce air pollution within Mombasa County, and three, reduce and control congestion within some parts of Mombasa. With functioning and orderly mass public transport in places, we will facilitate the movement of goods and services into and out of, as well within the county of Mombasa. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is hoped that through this effort, we will make Mombasa a better place to live for our residents, and that tourists will once again flock in numbers because of the pleasant standards of living and environment on offer. it is my intention to further strengthen programs to improve life in Mombasa through the Mombasa County Climate Change Fund Bill. The purpose of this act, once passed, will be to finance a climate change program, initiate and coordinate climate change adaptation and mitigation activities at community levels. As a county, Mombasa must ready itself for the challenges of the future. Climate change is a looming threat all over the world, and we must do our part as the leaders of today to safeguard tomorrow for future generations. Mr. Speaker, sir, our level 5 hospital, the Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital, offers services beyond just the coastal region. Our services reach to the counties of Ukambani and even further. As the only public medical facility in the region offering super specialist services, such as open heart surgery as well as a fully fledged cancer treatment center, we see hundreds of thousands of patients a year from all counties within the coastal region, and some even further. Mombasa bears the unique burden of having to care for the advanced healthcare needs of an entire region without the requisite financial backing. Mr. Speaker, sir, towards mitigating against the growing challenges in the operation of our level 5 hospital, my government shall put forward the Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital Corporation Bill for approval by this Honorable House. The purpose of this act, once passed, shall be to mobilize resources for smooth operations at the hospital, to facilitate better access to financial resources, make the hospital more responsive to medical and public health emergencies, and delivery of quality health services. Mr. Speaker, as we march into the future, it is my hope and prayer that we can work on an improved framework for relation between the executive and this Honorable House with a focus on service delivery. We must safeguard the culture that Mombasa has always enjoyed of mutual respect between the executive and the assembly. In this cooperation between us, I, as the leader of the implementing arm of government, shall respect the role that you play as duly elected representatives of the people. And in turn, you as the voice of the people shall play a supportive and oversight role to the executive to ensure that we deliver on development programs. Mr. Speaker, it is in light of the importance of this relationship, and whatever I say I know will create some space, but it is in light of this that I have instructed the Office of the County Attorney to explore a legal framework to set up the Mombasa County Ward Development Fund. Devolution, ugatuzi, was meant to bring development to the lowest administrative unit, which is the ward level. However, this noble intention has been scuttled by court action after court action, all the way to the Supreme Court, an action that has equally affected constituencies. However, we will not be deterred, and I want to assure this Honorable House that we are working to find a legal and appropriate way of making the Ward Development Fund a reality for our people. Mr. Speaker, sir, in closing, it is my humble submission that the next 5 years herald a fresh opportunity. We have opened a new page. It is a new dawn. Mwanzo mpya, full of hope, full of promise. And we must seize the day. At this juncture, in the line with the responsibility assigned to me by the Constitution of Kenya and the County Government Act of 2012, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to declare this House officially opened. God bless our Speaker. God bless our honorable members of the County Assembly. God bless Mombasa, and God bless Kenya. Amen. Asanteni sana.
Your Excellency, thank you for your inaugural address. To Standing Order 20, subsection 5. Your address as soon as practicable. The address will be laid on the table of the County Assembly for members to debate on its contents. Your Excellency and honorable members, Standing Order 17, subsection 2, provides that at the conclusion of the Governor's address, the sitting shall stand suspended or adjourned as the Speaker may direct until such time or to such day as may be specified by the Speaker. I therefore wish to convey that this House stands adjourned until Tuesday, 1st of November 2022 at 10 a.m. Thank you.
My question.